Okay, here is a kiss for Khozan, who of course we're just calling Kiss. And honestly, I keep forgetting to stick her. I don't know why it's so hard for me sometimes with some of these guys. She's between 16 and 16 one hands. She's right in that gap. So somewhere between 16 and 16 one hand, 6-year-old thoroughbred mare by Khozan, which of course makes sense since her name is A Kiss for Khozan. And Khozan is by Distorted Humor. So she's a 6-year-old who ran 30 times, which is, I would say, pretty average. She made $139,000 at the track, so not bad at all. And she last ran on July 8th, so she's just about 2 weeks out of her last race. And she's been here for over a week now, I think. So she came right after she finished racing. And if you look her up on Equibase, you'll see that she finished on a DNF, and she had a DNF a few races before that. And basically, she started bleeding. She was a bleeder, and they couldn't get it under control. And so that's a very good reason to not be a racehorse anymore. And if you're not familiar, you should ask your vet, do some research. But horses that bleed as racehorses, it does not affect them in any other career. They can go on to be upper level event horses, and they're not going to have a problem. It's just with racing. It's that much harder than anything else we'll ever ask them to do. So she is completely unlimited as she goes into her next career. She has super, super clean, tight legs. Everything looks perfect. Good feet. She's very sound. She has no vices. I saw a jog video of her that a friend of mine in Ohio sent me, and she just looked so sweet and easy and had a very cute way of going, which she does. She does have sort of a flat-kneed, cute huntery way of going. And she's so, so sweet on the ground. And she's sweet in general. However, she does have some riding related anxiety right now. And so I've got her price lower because I really want her to go to a home where she's going to get plenty of turnout. When I say let down, it's not like this mare shouldn't be ridden, because I've been riding her a bunch because she was quite anxious under tack when she came. So I think right now what you're seeing in this video is her fifth or sixth ride since she's been here. And she has improved a lot. I mean, is it where I want it? No, but it's just going to take the time that it takes for her brain to sort of simmer. So it's not like she needs let down in the sense of like, don't ride her. But I do think that she needs a slower pace program. And with horses like this that are experiencing some sort of riding related, anxiety, tons of turnout and time with friends just sort of helps them to decompress. So I guess that's what I mean by let down. Sort of a slow paced restart with just so much turnout time and time for her to just chill out and let her brain settle and be a horse. It's very interesting because she'll fall asleep on cross ties. I mean, when I was tacking her up before this ride, she literally did. She fell asleep on cross ties in front of the fan. And a lot of the times when horses come and they have some riding related anxiety, it's really like the moment you pull out the tack, you can tell they start to get a little anxious because obviously they know they're going to be ridden. It's not the case with her. Tacking up, bridling, she stands perfectly. She shows no stress about that whatsoever. For her, it's when you come out into the ring, she starts to get a little bit jittery. She's totally fine at the mounting block, but she just doesn't want to stand still. She wants to walk. So I've been having Billy stand at her head just because it would take a while to get her to stand still, and that is a lesson that she needs to learn. I just have not gotten to broaching that with her yet. So she's perfectly safe to get on, but if you don't want to just do a learning to stand still at the mounting block session, having someone standing at her head just makes it really easy, and she's great with that. So she's fine at the mounting block. Aside from standing still is hard. The hardest thing about riding her is she just doesn't want to walk. She wants to jig, which is fine. I mean, you have to find the path of least resistance. So at this point, it's not necessary that she walks. She's not doing anything wrong. There's no bolting, there's no bucking, there's certainly no rearing, there's no spinning, there's no spooking. There's none of those things that people always ask if the horse does, because nobody wants a horse that does that. She does not do any of those things. She does nothing dangerous. But as you can see here, I mean, clearly there's some anxiety going on here, and she's just got some stress, and she needs to learn how to let go of that and trust her rider, and just basically she needs to learn to take a breath. And so that's what she needs to work through. So there's nothing dangerous going on, but she needs her rider to be a constant source of calm and structure, because that is eventually she will learn that from her rider. So She just needs a human that can be that pillar for her. I mean, with all young and green horses, I always think to myself, and someone who I ride with said this to me, and it was such good advice: is the horse influencing you, or are you having a bigger influence on the horse? And when you're trying to educate a young horse, that's always the case if you're being successful, that the rider is having a bigger influence on the horse than that the horse is having on us. But especially a horse like her, she just needs her rider to emanate, calm and relaxation. So whoever this mare goes to needs to be a rider who can do that. Who, if the horse feels a little anxious, you're not going to take that anxiety and tenfold it. You have to be able to say, no, it's okay. Just listen to me. I'm going to provide you all the structure you need so that you feel like you don't have to think about anything. I'm just going to tell you exactly what to do, and it's going to make you feel so much calmer and more relaxed. And I'm going to be calm and relaxed, and you're going to feel good because I'm on your back and I'm going to help you get there. That's what she needs. That's like the therapy that she needs. So as we're doing some work here in the canter, I really could care less what lead she's on. We're not at the point where that matters. I want her to be cantering straight and calmly. And, of course, there's moments where I get that a little bit better and moments where I get that a little bit worse. Here, actually, she ended with some good canter work to the left, actually. I thought this was a huge improvement from where she started. So you just got to be willing to sort of hang in there, stick with it, not take anything too seriously, and just try and, have a calm emanating effect on her. You can see there I just lost the straightness is why she did the half swap behind. And then she was good because she picked the left lead right back up. And then actually this is quite good here. So this mare has tons of potential. There's not a thing wrong with her. She's super, super sweet. And because she's so quiet and relaxed on the ground, and she's very personable, and there's no like meanness or sourness to her at all. She just needs to learn to take that breath. I really think she's going to be worth it. She's a really cute mover. And as she relaxes across her top line, that will be more and more obvious. But so here she is. This is us before our ride. This is getting tacked up. And she's just like this all the time. And as soon as you get off of her and you're back in the barn, she's like this again. So this is how she wants to be all the time. And it's how she'll learn to be at some point here down the road. And, she's only 2 weeks post-track, so it's not like it's been 2 years and we're like, hey, how come we can't get her to relax? It's understandable that she needs that moment to figure out how to take the breath. I just want to make sure that she goes to somebody who is happy to take on that sort of project and, has experience and is a confident rider who's just ready to help her sort of figure out that riding can be just as stress-free as it is standing here in front of the fan and getting groomed.